For the first day of 2021, soybeans did have a surge, but it fizzled with the futures 50-cent rise over the last two sessions, just kind of got a little bit of a pullback now. Today we even had a 49-cent range, so there was a lot of trade action going on. I think the futures almost got to 13.50. I think 13.49 3/4 was the high, so it almost looks like $14 is going to be the next stop. But a couple of things to think about. In South America, it's still dry down there. There's also talk that the crop could be reduced. The crop number could be reduced. Those kind of things really started to affect the markets, and I think that they'll affect the markets going forward. And consider that even though we did have that pullback today, we did not get lower than the low from last Thursday's session. So basically the rally and the uptrend is still intact. Now, there has been some flooding in Malaysia. That's affecting the palm oil market, so that also is supportive to soybeans. Now, we are looking at that there's even less selling by the farmers, and we expect that to be until they see a little bit more of the forecast for spring. Because at these prices, we know for sure there's going to be a mad scramble for acreage. Now, let's not forget that the stock market is really having an impact today as well. We almost had a 1,000-point range with the futures really down quite a bit. So that might have dampened the rally and the grains across the board. Corn today did make a new high. That early rally did fade as well. We almost got to that $5 mark, but the selling came in. But things to consider, in the Dalian exchange, corn is trading at $10.70.5. That's incredible, and that's really going to be an underpinning number for our markets across the board. There's plenty of positive data out there for corn. Argentina suspended corn exports until the end of February, and they want to hold it in just for domestic use. That's a positive for our corn prices right now. They've been having trouble with their weather. They had that extended strike with the oilseed facilities, and now there's another strike with the grain inspectors. So Argentina trouble could be a positive for our grain markets really across the board. But today, corn did make that new high, made another new high, and the markets still look strong, even though we had a little retreat going into the middle of the day. Now, wheat had a midday pullback as well. The futures did hit that 650 mark, though, and export sales did surge really across the board for corn, wheat, and soybeans. So that's part of pushing the market up. U.S. dollar index also was a little bit lower. We're going to be looking towards that January 12th USDA report. So all those things coupled together with finally getting into the 2021 year is really helping the market. We're long overdue for a correction. Many experts believe that would be a positive thing for the market to have somewhat of a pullback to regenerate more interest to push that market even further. We just haven't seen that yet, but we need to be ready because there's plenty of trade action ahead, and the explosive expansion even of grain options open interest just tells you that the participation is going to be is increasing, and we expect it to continue even for throughout the first quarter of 2021.